We are obsessed with the shortcut. Everywhere you look, people are mimicking the exact morning routines of billionaires, hoping to capture the exact same result. Popular guides like 6 Mental Habits of Highly Successful People lean into a simple promise: if you copy the elite mindset, you will generate elite wealth. But your cognitive bandwidth, the focus and decision-making power you have each day, is a finite biological resource. When you force these aggressive mental blueprints into a normal life with standard obligations, the result is rarely the breakthrough you were promised. Usually, it is a fast track to burnout. Adopting an elite habit forces a recalibration of your baseline behavior, triggering severe trade-offs in how you interact with the people around you. The gap between what a habit promises and what it actually demands is the optimization trap. The marketing promise on the left is designed to be irresistible. It sells wealth, time freedom, and total mental clarity. But maintaining that output requires the reality on the right: social isolation, cognitive fatigue, and grueling, unglamorous repetition. We also have to account for survivorship bias. We study the one billionaire who wakes up at 4 a.m., but we ignore the thousands of bankrupt founders who did the exact same thing. It is unclear if these habits cause success or if they are just the quirks of lucky outliers. Before you adopt these routines, we need to strip away the motivational hype. Let's measure the exact cognitive and social costs so you know precisely what bill you are agreeing to pay. This chart compares these habits by measuring the cognitive effort required to maintain them against their real-world impact. First, in the high-effort, high-impact zone, is ruthless prioritization. This habit requires you to actively say no to 90% of the requests you receive, systematically eliminating every decision that doesn't serve a single objective. The outcome is compounding progress on a single, high-leverage business goal. However, this creates immediate social friction. Coworkers expect availability and helpfulness. When you repeatedly block them out, your casual networks deteriorate. An elite CEO has a team of gatekeepers to enforce these boundaries. A mid-level professional doing the same thing is often perceived as difficult, which triggers negative office politics. While ruthless prioritization moves the needle on your productivity, it is often hostile to your workplace likability and social capital. Next is emotional detachment, often marketed as the data-only mindset. It offers moderate impact but requires significant effort to sustain. To maintain this, you have to override your natural human response to failure. Instead of feeling a loss, you train yourself to view a collapsed project purely as diagnostic data. In a corporate environment, this provides a distinct competitive advantage. You bounce back from setbacks and pivot to new strategies, while your peers are still processing the emotional fallout. The trade-off occurs when this mindset bleeds into your personal life. Constant emotional blunting makes it difficult to switch gears and process genuine grief or joy with your family. Loved ones don't see an optimized professional. They see someone who is emotionally unavailable during moments that require empathy. Treating failure as data is a powerful shield in business, but it handicaps your ability to maintain deep human connections outside the office. Finally, we map extreme delayed gratification. This sits in the quadrant for the highest effort with a highly variable impact. The input is grueling. It requires the daily deferment of present-day comforts and leisure in service of a rigid 5 or 10-year goal. The goal is to cultivate the stamina necessary to outlast competitors in saturated markets. The biological risk is significant. Living in a state of chronic dissatisfaction with the present creates a physiological stress load that can trigger burnout long before you reach the goal. Survivorship bias distorts the reality here. History ignores the thousands of people who practiced perfect delayed gratification but still failed due to shifting market forces. Living entirely in the future is a high-risk gamble that sacrifices a decade of present well-being for a payoff that is never guaranteed. Installing an elite mindset also means inheriting the systemic isolation and intense pressure that forged it. Mental blueprints must be mapped to your actual life constraints. This flowchart shows 3 paths based on your current phase. First is the maximizer. If you are in a high-risk phase, adopting the full blueprint yields maximum velocity, but you must accept the likelihood of damage to your personal relationships for the next few years. Second is the sustainable optimizer. If you cherry-pick only the prioritization habit while rejecting emotional detachment, you can secure a 20% bump in output without destroying your lifestyle. Finally, the pragmatist. You discard the book's premise as survivorship bias. By focusing on basic health and deep work hygiene, you yield stable, predictable performance, trading the dream of a secret hack for reliability. Letting go of the fantasy of a secret mental hack is a cognitive relief that frees the energy you need for prolonged, unsexy effort. True success requires looking at the facts, doing the math, and intentionally choosing which specific trade-offs you are actually willing to live with.